Okay, so here is our fun one, the one that has four genes. Okay, it's really not that hard to solve, trust me. Like, it looks scary at the beginning, but it's really not that scary. You can do it. So here you have long, rolling, touch insensitive, and uncoordinated. Those are your four different traits that you're looking at. So here I'll just write the letters because it makes it easier for me to go really fast through them. So U, L, R, T, L, R, T, wild type. So they're all plus, 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 plus. You get that point. This is uncoordinated. This is uncoordinated long. This is long. Uncoordinated rolling and touch. Rolling, touch, and uncoordinated lawn rolling, uncoordinated touch, uncoordinated lawning, touch, lawn and touch, uncoordinated and rolling, and then I have rolling. Okay, I hope this looks clear. So this is what that type. Anyways, so it's all the pluses. So now let's start by figuring out your parental group and your double crossovers. Okay, so parental groups is this one, this one, this one, this one, right? Double crossovers are all the smaller numbers, just this, 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 this. Okay, that's simple. Now let's figure out how many chromosomes am I dealing with. So to figure out how many chromosomes I'm dealing with, how many parental groups do I have? I have 4 parental groups. Since I have 4 parental groups, it means it's 2 to the power 2. So it means I'm dealing with 2 chromosomes. Okay, so I know that I have 2 chromosomes. Okay. If I have 2 chromosomes, I want to figure out which one goes on which side, right? So let me write the parental groups again over here. So I have U, L, R, T. I have, so if I have all of them in one, that means the equivalent one to it is the wild type. Okay, so I took these two together. And then if I have I, R, T, then I have U on the other chromosome, right? So it's these two together. It just makes it easier for me if I group them. Okay, let's do the following. Let me delete any one of them randomly. If I delete, I'm not going to delete U because it's going to give you the answer right away. If I delete T, right, and I delete T on this side, I still have 4 parental group. This looks different than this, than this, than this. Okay, so let me undo this. What if I delete R? In the exam, I want you to go really fast. Anyways, I still have 1, 2, 3, 4 parental groups. So that cannot be my case. What if I delete I still have 4 parental groups. But look at this. If I delete U, so if U is not here, that means the other wild type traits are the ones showing up. Okay, so what do I see? I see that I have 1, 2 parental groups. So I figure out which trait goes on that chromosome. I figured out that U will be the one going on that chromosome. So I know that I, R, and T are on the same chromosome. Okay, still I don't know which ones are in cis, which one is in trans, and which is, oh, actually, since I deleted you, okay, and this is my parental group, so from this parental group, this one, because it's the same, and here everything's wild type, I know that I mean L, R, T are all cis to each other. See, they're all cis to each other. So I know it's this over this. What I don't know is the order. So I am so happy that I figured out that I have to delete you to find the where the other three chromosomes are. So the other three, other three traits are, the other three traits are on the same chromosome. It's you that's on the other chromosomes, because we said we have two chromosomes. Okay, so since I figured this out, I know that in each and every one, all I have to do is delete you. So this one, when I delete you, we'll have the other wild types. Oh, sorry. Why am I doing this? This one is for parental. I don't care about parental strands. This whole thing, parental, I figured out what I wanted to figure out from parental strands. Let me go for this one, for the double crossover, so I can know the order. What I want to do is delete the U's, right? If I delete the U's, I have IT, yeah. Now do I have a feeling I did something? Yeah, so I have two double crossovers, right? So it's long and touch, and then I have R. Okay, so I do what Dr. Lee did in class. There's another way that is also fast, but I don't want to confuse you now. I'll tell you the other way later, but then let's just practice this way together. So I'll put long ones in the middle, T in the middle, R in the middle, right? So T and R, 1 and R, T and L, right? The other side I have the wild type trait. And now let's perform the double crossover. I don't know if you can hear what's going on outside. My neighbors can be loud sometimes and funny, so ignore that, please. So here I have T crossing over down, and then R. So I have T and R on the same one, and here I have L on its own. Same thing. I have L going down, coming back up for R, L and R, then wild, T wild, so I have T on its own. Now I have T going down, coming up. This is my TL. And now for this one, I have wild type, R, wild type, so it's R. So which one represents my double crossover? It's this one, because I don't want this one, I don't want this one. This one represents how my double crossover looks like. So I'm gonna write this order. It's TRL plus plus plus, and then the other chromosome, it's gonna be U and plus. Now let me erase everything here. I figured out what I wanted to figure out, and I'm trying to create more space so you guys can, so we can write this out. So okay, I took care of my double crossover. Actually, if you guys have the time, it's better to here for double crossover, LT is 2, R is equal to 1. Okay, and now again I'm gonna delete the U's from everywhere. So U's do not exist. I do not care about my U's. Okay, so then I'm gonna write out the numbers again. So here for long, the number is 144. For RT, the number is 147. Okay, for long R, the number is 171, right? I hope I'm doing the math right. And for T, the number is 169. Okay, and then I know that these are together for one single crossover, and these are together for one single crossover. Perfect. And then I know that these are my double crossover, and I have all the numbers. Yay. So I figured that out. And then how do I know which single crossover represents which distance? So I already have this TRL, right? Plus, plus, plus. So when T is the only one that crosses over, okay, so I'll have T on its own, and I'll have R and L together, so which is here. So this is gonna give me the first crossover that will give me the distance between T and R. Okay, and then if I have L, the one crossing over, so I will have L on its own, and then I'll have T and R together, T and R. So I know that this is my second crossover that will give me the distance between R and L. Okay, perfect. So now using the equation, relative frequency, which is single crossover plus double crossover over total times 1,000. So by now you have this equation memorized. So for oh, and don't forget to draw this. So there's my T, my R, my L. So now I want the distance between T and R, and I set this one here will give me the distance between that. So it's gonna be 171 plus 169, right? Plus my double crossover, sorry about that, 2 plus 2, the whole thing. Does it give me the total, or does it expect me to calculate the total? Yeah, oh no, the question gave me the total, which is 3,288. And why did I write 10,000? I am so sorry about that. Spacing out big time. So then you calculate the number for that one. Sorry, I should have prepared my calculator. So 171 plus 169 plus 4 divided by 2. So your answer is 10.46. I'll just approximate it, so I'll just say it's 10.5. Okay, 10.5 MU, and then this is RF1, RF2. I'll use these two numbers, 144 plus 146 plus 2 plus 2, whole thing over this one, times 100. I know when I bought this, I was told that I can write numbers by hand, and then it can do the calculations for me, give me the number. I just not sure how to do that, so I apologize for that. But when I figured that out, it will make my life so much easier, and yours as well. And it's 3288 times 100. Okay, so the other answer is 8.97. We'll just approximate it to 9. So 9 NU. Okay, so I figured out the distance. Okay, so we figured out the genotype. That's for part A. Part B, they want you to do the distance, mapping distance. We did that together. And then they're asking you if there is evidence for interference, and they want you to justify your answer. I actually forgot the equation, so I'll pause this for a second, check out the equation, and come back. Okay, I'm back. So the equation for interference, okay, so it's I for interference equals to 1 minus the coefficient of coincidence. The coefficient of coincidence. So to calculate interference, it's 1 minus the coefficient of coincidence. To figure out the coefficient of coincidence is equal to observed double crossover over expected double crossover. Okay, so it's actually 1 minus observed double crossover over expected double crossover. So this is your equation for interference. Okay, so it's I equals to 1 minus, what's my observed crossover? This is my observed crossover. It's 2 plus 2, so it's 4 over, what's my expected crossover? Remember how we calculated the crossover for that previous question when they wanted us to find out the number of crossovers? So look at your map distances, 9 and 10. So converting them to decimal numbers, it would be 0.5 times 0.09. So all I did was divide this by 100, divide this one by 100, right? So my expected double crossover is those, okay, multiply them by my total number, which is 3288. So that will give me, let me do the calculation inside. I apologize, you have to wait. If you have a calculator, you can also do it. Okay, I did something wrong. Let me check the equation here. How was it used? Oh, I apologize. I realized you don't even have to multiply by 3,288. Oh my god, I keep making mistakes. I apologize for that. So you just, this divided by 100, this divided by 100, you multiply it by each other. So if I was to multiply 0. by 0.09, I'll just get the answers. It's 0.00945. Just double check. And then this 4 is actually supposed to be divided by 100. So I really apologize. So it's gonna be 0.04 divided by this number, and then minus 1. So how do I do it on my calculator? Divided by 0.02. You can just skip the video, this part of the video. Anyways, then I don't know what I did on my calculator. Again, it's been a long day. So just do this on your calculator, find the answer, and that is it. So that's how you calculate your interference. You use this equation. Do I have another question? And we're gonna do this question in the following video. Use the same concept as we used for this video, and that's it. That easy.